Alright, let's get this going. Okay, so I was about to go to another big team battle. Last I recall, I had gotten pawn some levels, because, yeah, you get pawn some levels. The last thing I did was mismanage the Leopard Man's magic. His name, I forget his name here. I just call him King, like the Tekken character. That's what it looks like, cause he has a man body, leopard head. Yeah, with some big army fights now, and some drama. Oh, it's a kitty cat. Two different loading screens. The power of the CD, everyone. Chrono Trigger would never. Okay. So here we are. We're stuck with our current party, but that doesn't matter. The third floor. Because fourth floor is not my penthouse, kind of like a Mass Effect 2 situation. Where you get a whole floor penthouse. Oh, you know, that's to change party. Alright, you see now it's serious music. Alright, we're gonna go to Garen Castle and fight our way through it. Or yes, Garen Fortress. Alright, so that's at the south end. So we were on like the southeast part of the lake. This is now the southern I guess checkpoint, so we're busting our way through. So we can enter into the southwest area? Yes. Alright, second battle. So it's rock, paper, scissors. How do I know what they're going to do? What others? Thieves. Okay, so they boost charge attack power. Enemy turn trigger. Well, yeah, see what they're gonna do. I don't trust this guy at all. He's gonna fail, isn't he? Next plan is bow. So because they're doing bow, I want to use charge. Since I'm using charge, I want to boost myself first. See the power of the science! Wait, that's the plan. Yeah, oh well. Okay, so I made the right choice there. Oh yeah, I made the right choice there. Alright, so they're not going to bow again. Wait, so can I just use the thieves every... Ah, okay. I guess... Alright, yeah, number of guys is the number of I have. Makes sense. That's not what... Okay, well, yes, that helps. Thank you. But that's not what I was looking for. Wait, he said it stole 2,000 bits, but it looks like it stole 2,000 guys. Okay, so I've exhausted my stuff. So if they did bow this time... Well, you do bow this time. Oh no, they also did bow. They're just bowing each other, but that should be enough to just wreck their asses. Easy win. Still, I took like, what, 40% losses? That's pretty heavy for a pre-modern battle. See, in pre-modern battles, the thing is, not that large percent of the casualties come from the actual fighting. Mostly comes from the side that runs away. Like, if you turn around to your enemy in like a melee battle, you get stabbed in the back. So most guys who die in pre-modern, like pre-gunpowder battles, die while running away. So to take like 40% casualties, like head on, it's nasty. Oh, hello.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Let's talk. Alright, so just two of us. Let's talk about pre-gunpowder era warfare tactics.
Okay.
Alright,
So hear me out.
Uh-huh.
You have infantry in the front.
Yeah.
And then you got cavalry.
On the wings?
And then you make the cavalry charge into the back of the enemy infantry.
Alright, so Total War. Yes, I do this in Total War all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just saying that in pre-gunpowder warfare, seeing 60% casualties and winning the battle it was rare, because most fatalities came from running away from the battle.
Yeah.
Like shit had to go really bad for you to take 40% casualties.
We got a lot better at killing people when we invented gunpowder.
Yeah, and also it's like, well, it was all about stabbing guys. It's hard to stab a guy who's like facing you, who has like a shield or armor, and is trying to stab you back.
Yeah.
It's much easier to stab a guy who's running away from you.
It's almost like how, you know, Decimate, like, just losing 1/10 of a legion was a big deal.
Yeah, so in the big team battle I just did, I wiped out the other side, but I took like 40% casualties doing so, which in this game doesn't matter at all.
No.
But like going from like a 8,000 man force to a 5,000 man force would be devastating. That's like that's Pyrrhic. That's literally Pyrrhic. What was that battle in the 100 Years' War where the Black Prince defended like a hedge line with like 300 guys against 10,000 Frenchmen? Who just came like in small waves, one after another, like bad guys in a movie fighting the hero, like one-on-one.
I wrote an essay about the English longbow. Talked about the Battle of Agincourt.
Agincourt. I mean, didn't mud play a bigger factor in Agincourt than the longbow? Mud and bad French planning. Or did I get that mixed with a different 100 Years' War battle? There were a lot of them.
It lasted for more than 100 years.
So I've seen historians call the 1700s, like 17 something to like 1815, the second 100 Years' War. And are they full shit, or is that like, or is that past the sniff test? Because the French and British were always on the opposite side of everything.
Yeah, but you know, like, I mean, the French even used the Revolutionary War as a proxy war, right?
Yeah.
And then they made the mistake of accidentally listening to the things those Americans were saying about freedom.
No, but even before that, like the 7 Years' War, they're on opposite sides.
Yep.
War of Austrian succession, they're on opposite sides. War of Spanish succession, they're on opposite sides.
Yeah, no, this all sounds right.
Okay, so that's like 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the War of Jenkins' Ear, the French weren't involved. That was just Spanish and English. That's a good war. The War of Jenkins' Ear. Because Spanish cut off the ear of some guy named Jenkins in the Caribbean. And the international...
Okay, hear me out. What if...
Uh-huh.
What if a battleship just blows up in the harbor of Havana?
Yeah.
And then we use that as a pretext to take all of Spain's possessions in the Pacific and Caribbean.
Oh yeah, like if our badly made battleship in a class that's known for catching fire randomly just
what if
suddenly
William
explodes.
Randolph Hearst was really horny to start a war?
Yeah, no, what if the newspapers
they...
really wanted to cover war? Like, what if war journalism was so hot that they wanted to, like, incite a war to do war journalism? Yeah, no, yeah.
That's the end of the
That's the joke.
thesis.
I mean, I've seen people say that President McKinley was the last person in America to resist, to not want to go to war.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, so we captured Fort Garin, so we've now unlocked another quarter of the world map. And they're like, oh yeah, that was an easy fight, let's go attack the main fortress in this region. Fuck them. This is great advice. These random dumb jackasses that I've been picking up off the street. Yeah. They're great strategic advisors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this totally won't be an unwinnable battle. Oh, 12,000? Yeah, we can take them. It's no problem at all. How wonderful my Antoinette is? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean in a world where magic exists? That there's something fucky going on? Can you believe that? In a world where magic exists, something might not be on the up and up.
Up to snuff?
Yeah. Anyway, let's see if I can... let's see how much damage I can do before I get got.
You get got by the story-mandated loss?
Yes. Alright, thieves. You know, let's at least make a good show of it. Alright, the least trustworthy guy in existence is saying... Okay, I didn't want bits! Okay, but... Okay, thank you, though.
Thank you for bits.
You know what, let's just charge at them. Let's boost charge and then charge at them. Fuck it. See the power of the science! Okay. Let's just try it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Poisonous pollen? Oh, that's what the flower was. Oh, that's no good. I think it's like, oh, yeah, no. Yeah, this is fucked. Well, let's leave. Well, they don't waste too much of your time on that. Now we're back here again. And they're like, flowers? What's a flower? Don't let your meathead mercenaries be in the room when you're making strategy. Perhaps we should send a reconnaissance team after. Thanks a lot, Sanchez, you fuck. Let's see why Odessa died. Okay, I think these two assholes were already in my party before, so that's convenient. Okay, this asshole wasn't in my party. Again, if your mercenary is saying that your personal bodyguard should stay behind, don't listen to your mercenary. I'm sorry, I just... Even if he's a cool dude, he's still a mercenary. Bring your bodyguard. Use membership. Alright, so Fusulu, I fucked up his magic, so... Alright, what's everyone's distance here? Now we got these S's. So Fusu also the strongest member of my party. But I need the girls for magic. I need the girls for magic. Yeah, this is almost like that one part of Romance of the Three Kingdoms where Liu-Bei and his bros are they keep losing battles, and they're like, man, we're way too stupid to be doing this. We need a smart guy. And they go around and try to find a smart guy.
I just saw Red Cliff.
I hate that movie so much. I hate that movie so much. It's such a terrible movie.
Oh, I'm sorry, you hate John Woo?
No, but I hate that movie.
It's not authentic.
Like, if you want authenticity, watch like the '90s TV adaptation of Three Kingdoms.
Is that the one where Tao like
Tao
is a silly troll and runs away?
And it runs away from what?
From a meeting, or is that a different Romance of the Three Kingdoms TV series?
That might be the new one. So there was one from the '90s and one from like 2008.
Okay.
No, the one from the '90s looks like it's from the '60s.
Oh. Okay.
It's incredible. I love it. I think I have it downloaded somewhere. In fact, one of the first videos I put on my YouTube channel is a clip from it. It's a song about how this horse, the red hair, is like the best horse. And it's just Lu Bu riding red hair around, and a song about how awesome the horse is.
Uh-huh.
It's real good.
Is the song framed in a way like a traditional Chinese ballad?
Kind of, yeah. Because the book is filled with poetry, like filled to the brim with random poetry,
like Tolkien.
Because Tolkien was writing in the classic medieval style, and no matter where he went in the world, in early times, motherfuckers were just putting poetry randomly in their fiction that they wrote, because that's what fiction was.
Yeah. Where else are you gonna put it?
Yeah.
It's the 14th century.
Where else are you gonna put all of this poetry?
Where else are you gonna put all these poems?
Yeah, exactly. So that TV show, instead of just cutting out the poetry, like what was done with Tolkien, it incorporates as much of the poetry as possible, but as like musical numbers.
I see nothing wrong with this.
It's great, fantastic. This woman's name is Hellion.
I love it when my Soul Eater has
evil
intention but unlimited possibility.
All right, yeah, let's recruit this weird old lady who will tell us about our evil rune. The power of recall. Oh, hey, I get a instant return to home base, and that home base is another lady who can teleport me anywhere. I now have a fast travel system.
Yep.
Yay! That was nice. Item shop here. Yellow paint might be useful for something. Sounds useful for something. Yellow flower seeds also seems useful for something. Alright, anything else in this town? Again, who the hell are you? Liberation Army? Never heard of ya. Oh, I'm interested in our boats. Take on any job as long as it's worthy of my skills. So do I need to just bring my boat back here? Or do I need to bring, like, my boat guy with me? Poisonous fog around. Yes, I know about the poisonous fog. The fellow who can create a potion that makes the fog harmless. Well, that's useful. Yes, getting access to the world. It used to be you had to go to 2 different towns over the course of several hours and talk to 2 different mysterious magic ladies. One of whom gives you the ability to teleport to base, and one gives you the ability to teleport from base. You can't, like, peer-to-peer teleport between towns. You have to go to your base and then from your base. Because that's what works in the story. Okay, so I need to find Neocon for some allergy medicine, I guess.
These guys in Helldiver 2 are talking about how this guy, his flight license, he hasn't gotten it yet.
Uh-huh. Like guys or NPC guys?
No, like guys as in dudes on voice chat playing video games.
I mean, pilot's license take a while.
Also, a guy's playing with his kids, clearly watching. Which,
okay.
hell yeah.
No, you're about 12 levels short. Well, this guy's more specific than Lorelei, at least. So I need to come back at level 40 for this guy. Gotcha. Lorelei just, like, eyes you up and says, nah, too weak. Like, what's that supposed to mean? Alright, so... Let's use the blinking mirror. Use. Only works outside. Piece of shit. Okay, now we use a blinking mirror. Happy now, video game? What the hell's up with this? I don't know, what can this old woman do for you? What's up with this mirror? The high 50s? Yeah. Hey, Vicky, have you figured out your life yet? No, you see, I don't trust being teleported by a girl who keeps forgetting the teleportation spell.
Oh, Vicky's fun. She's in multiple of these games.
Is that because having a ditzy teleportation girl is just an enjoyable thing to have around?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think I can get the cutscene for level 3 headquarters. So let's leave on a boat, come back on a boat. Cutscene for the level 3 headquarters. And then, like, these guys still just hang out in this shack. No matter how much I upgrade this base, these 2 dumbasses. Oh wait, chat, so you're saying that the game that totally isn't inspired by Suikoden has a ditzy teleport girl? In a way that totally isn't inspired by Suikoden. Alright, well, this is all normal so far. Normal so far. That's still there. That's still there. Let's see what's level 3 about this place. Hey, this is level 3. What's up, Rock? Okay, so I need an unequipped Fushoya. Patch. Let's see here. Hell yeah, sure, attach that. Oh, okay, so using the technology of modern games, they can have 120 heroes instead of 108.
Yeah. Yeah, those extra 12 characters.
Like, you need the full processing power and storage space in modern systems.
Yeah.
Those extra 12 characters.
Yeah, you could only fit 108 characters on a DVD.
Yes. Well, this is a CD. It's came on one CD too.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get rid of this yellow paint. That. Gremio needs to get equipped. Gremio needs to get equipped.
Do you think Helldivers is an appropriate game to play with your children watching?
I mean, it's all about protecting managed
from-
democracy on Mega Earth. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protecting managed democracy from the alien menace.
Yeah. I mean, you have to teach those kids about that at some point, you know?
I like the part where the bugs literally bleed oil. Excuse me, I mean element 710.
Yes. Oh, I can use this for a cape on, which was my healer? Here's my healer. Ah, Flick can use a shield. I should take a medicines on people. Okay. Okay, so without all the FMVs, FF7 would be would fit on a single disc. I can see that because it's just printer backgrounds and very basic sprites. I mean, not sprites, very basic polygonal characters. I can see that. Okay, who did I? Okay, I gave the fur cape to Cleo. I'm gonna put this blue ribbon away. Should balance some things around. Yeah, I'll balance some things around. So the equipment. That. Let's do that. Our formation. So we have some M's and L's. Alright, so these are M's. These are S's. So let's put Protag here. Right then. Okay. This seems right. Items. Let's see here. Let's get this Mega Medicine to Gremio. Give this Mega Medicine Leo. So that the back row all has the Mega Medicines. Everyone else has normal medicines. Let's give Gremio a normal medicine while we're here. Okay, now we're all equipped. I should just go. Alright, let's go back to where we... What was I telling? Alright, nothing else to do here. Let's walk directly south. Oh, alright, the pharmacist is living up in the hills. Alright, who can we talk to here? Alright, let's try upstairs. This is a person. What? Will you help me look for my cat Mina? If you find her, I'll join your entourage. Oh, that's straightforward. Oh, so there's really no hint for like where the cat is, huh? I mean, I know where it is, but it's still kind of whack that there's no hint. That Jabba. The hut? Oh, hey, an appraiser. Yeah, let's go recruit an appraiser. Ah, okay, he's very straightforward. His name's Jabba. He's an expert appraiser. So if we find a specific thingy for him to appraise, he'll be like, I want to join you so I can appraise more stuff at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for this town? Just those two goobers? Item shop? Okay. Alright, so let's... Wait, I kept the mirror, right? I kept the mirror, oh thank goodness. News... Then... Here... Kitty!
Kitty?
Get back here, kitty cat. You kitty cat, get back here. Get back here. Well, I can't interact with the kitty cat. Obtained all its cat. Just put the cat in the bag. It's like that gag in Dragon Age Origins. But Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age Awakening, where you just have Sarah pounce a lot, just in your inventory.
Yeah, that's Awakening.
Oh, okay. That's a fun gag.
I mean, it's not as good as the baby in your inventory in Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Ball.
Oh, I didn't know about that gag. So that's
so if you romance the winged elf girl,
which why wouldn't you?
Because she sucks.
Oh,
she's
okay.
like, oh, this world is so exciting and wonderful.
So
if only I still had wings.
Oh, she doesn't have her wings. Oh, no.
Yeah, she was a winged elf that was, you know,
Got her wings cut.
her wings got cut.
Oh, hate to see it.
And also she's a mage cleric.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't have enough spell slots for either to be useful.
No, she has too many spell slots and not enough time to use them all.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a lot the magician. Sure, looks like a child to me, but oh well, the Liberation Army's not asking questions.
Yeah, no. Listen.
Sure, that won't come back to bite us in the ass.
If any JRPG started asking questions about child labor and child soldiers, they'd have a problem.
Then you wouldn't have the genre.
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy. Alright, so I think these fairies can drop the item that I need for Jabba. So I guess as I wander around, I'll see if I can get that item. If not, I'll just keep wandering around until I get the item. Oh no, it shouldn't be here. Look at these guys. Are they pitcher plants? Because they're like, I don't know, they seem frog-like almost. That could just be me. Oh god, just ate the protagonist. All right, leveling at a steady pace. Yeah, this is just part of the game where I just wander around aimlessly for a while.
Yeah, but it's not very long.
Yeah.
Because that's the magic of Suikoden.
So, how do you feel dead air when you're at a less interesting part of the game?
Oh, I just end up talking to Chris about bullshit.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, should I eat this food like a weird person? And I go, no, you should not. And he says, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, oh no, I did it. It was bad.
That's
and that's been our entire dynamic in like the 12 years we've been friends.
That's an uncanny impression you have of him.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, how's your Game of the Year list coming together?
I'm doing the write-up now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was.
Yeah, I'm only just now getting the ordering dialed in.
I picked an order and then I said, fine enough. I could move most of these around and probably feel the exact same way.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm running into.
Yeah, I just pick one and stick with it. I just go, yeah, sure. Astrobot at number 1, why not?
Oh, I didn't know you were secretly Jeff Keighley.
No, listen, I liked Astrobot before it was cool.
Oh, I see.
Or yeah, it's him being like, you know what's the biggest game of all time? Myst.
It's one of the biggest. All right, yeah, okay, here's some bullshit for you in chat. I woke from a fever dream the other day.
Uh-huh.
And tried to think of the 10 greatest games from the 90s. And I don't mean like great as in like subjective, oh this is the highest quality or the best or holds up the best. I mean like capital G, Great Man of Theory. Like Great Man Theory of History, greatest games of the 90s.
I think that's a fucking boring discussion to have. Because then the answer is like the 3 Nintendo games that men in their 40s grew up on.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like Zelda.
But which Zelda?
Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past.
You see, I'll only choose one of those.
Ocarina of Time then.
Alright, yeah, so you have like Mario World, Ocarina of Time,
Doom.
Hey guys.
Doom, Myst probably goes on there. So we're now at like 4. Which PlayStation games go on there? I mean, Street Fighter 2 goes on there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still dealing with a cold, so I can't even respond to the Myst stuff.
That's the
oh no.
That's like the 5th one on there.
We said Myst and he showed up.
No,
I know,
I'm so
it's magic,
sick, guys.
dude. I don't know if any other fighting games rise to.
Than yesterday.
Do you want me to cancel D&D then?
No. I just took my medicine. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Ugh, I can fight through a cold. I ain't no bitch.
So, wait. So, all right. So
classes?
WWK is it Baldur's Gate or is it Fallout?
It's Baldur's Gate because Baldur's Gate was copied by things.
So,
okay.
Graydon, I know that you don't want to follow the whole situation, but did you hear about how the Wukong supporters are review bombing Baldur's Gate 3?
Because
they're a bit late to the party on that, aren't they?
Because Sven was at the Game Awards.
He was the one who presented the award. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not worth discussing. Piss babies are piss babies in any
I don't know.
language.
It's
Oh, wait, am I dancing with this with the dancer? Oh, look, it's animations. They're animating a dance sequence.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she's doing most of the dancing. That makes sense. Don't know if Protag here was ever taught to like really dance. This is nice. This would be like really nice in like a Sega CD game. Star Fox 64 is not on that list, WWK. What are you talking about?
Star Fox 64 is just Panzer Dragoon, but good.
You mean Panzer Dragoon but bad?
No, Panzer Dragoon is good.
No, there's zero rail shooters on the list. But yeah, like, StarCraft goes on there. Street Fighter 2 is on there. I don't know about Diablo.
StarCraft go on there, or does Dune 2 go on there?
StarCraft 1, because that's where that was like the starting pistol for RTS games.
No, the starting pistol for RTS games is Warcraft 2 and Command and Conquer.
But everyone played StarCraft.
No, StarCraft is where it turned into a fucking sport. That's the difference. Everyone played CNC and Warcraft 2. But StarCraft 2 became a national pastime in Korea. Anyway, would you put Ultima Online or EverQuest on the list?
Oh, Jesus.
See,
EverQuest?
That's why this discussion's boring.
Okay, fine.
Because it's just the popular important games. It's just instead I like to talk about the weird failed dodo birds.
All right, so what are the best failed experiments of the 90s?
FMV.
No.
Yeah, full motion video.
Name a game.
Oh shit! Like experimental games.
I mean, most games are experiments in one way or another. But which games are like the best weird dead
Night
ends?
Trap.
Night Trap's on there. Yeah, Night Trap's on there.
Trying to think. So you're like asking for things that are not necessarily flops.
Say, hey
No.
now, WK. Come in the voice chat and say that to my face so I can agree with you.
I mean, okay, this is gonna be. So you don't necessarily want flops. You want weird games that later got cult followings. Like I guess I'm still misunderstanding like the premise of your question.
I mean,
it's
weird dead
the
ends.
arbitrary water games that he stream on the internet because they weird list, more or less.
And I'm saying games that are also dead ends.
Oh, we talked about how that W. Bradley game was a dead
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Like
Wizards
Wizards
and
and Warriors
Yeah.
is an evolutionary dead end for CRPGs.
I mean, I like the games, but they are a dead end because they're in a class of their own. But all of those King of Dragon Pass games kind of fall into that because no one's making that shit. But that's because that man is a nightmare. But I love him. I love him so much. What would be like a weird evolutionary dead end in like JRPGs?
Oof. JRPGs.
The secret is that
I mean, but none of those
PS1.
came out in the US. The problem.
I feel like the PS1 is like a haven for evolutionary dead ends.
Oh yeah. Tons of those.
Some people like to say that like Terranigma is considered a dead end. Like a lot of that quintet stuff.
So, did you see that I found out that multiple Sting games are on Steam?
Yeah, I mean, we probably need to play a Sting game, right?
I think we could do an entire showcase episode on Sting.
On Sting, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that would require a lot of prep though,
Like,
because I'd have to learn how to
you would
play
need to
Eat,
play-
Drink, Union.
you would need to pick like
are you sending
2
out
or
an
3.
SOS? Like,
Knights in the Nightmare.
Yggdra, Unison,
Riviera.
This is where you could pick Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh, this is
No.
where we picked the Pond Kingdom and.
Baroque.
Baroque is probably.
Oh, Baroque. Okay.
Remember when they made a typing game based on Baroque?
Sure.
Remember when they did Evolution? No, they didn't do Evolution. They did the weird reboot of Evolution for the GameCube. It was such a weird game. I bet that GameCube Evolution game is worth a lot of money on eBay. Let me check.
I think a lot about playing Doshin Giant as a joke.
It's kind of an RPG. Oh shit, Evolution Worlds is only $38. I mean, for GameCube games, that's actually kind of.
Yeah, I think it's because no one cares.
Nobody gives a shit. I mean, that's never been a really good barometer for the value of games.
I mean,
on the
GameCube
after-sale
games are
market.
such a weird. Okay, yeah, FF8 is a good evolution.
Yeah, I guess so. Like the entire.
Like the
systems
drawing
there.
system and the junction system and all of
I mean,
that is
if we
like.
want to be like that, even though it seems like a bit of a.
And I
bit
don't
of,
count Saga games as evolutionary dead ends because they are.
Kawazu don't play by no rules.
No,
I would even say that maybe.
I mean,
you
every
consider, like,
Kawazu game
Final
is a dead
Fantasy.
end. We're being
I think
honest.
we've talked about. I've talked about this with Borg, but like maybe Final Fantasy X's combat system is a dead end because they used it exactly once and it felt like it had potential to be the weird pseudo pivot for them.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on. Both of you shut up. There's something important going on here. So Relkin, did Jean get thick in later games? Did she get
Oh.
some cake in
Oh,
later
no.
games?
Did she
No.
get a Telliard? Did she
Jean
get Ryzed?
in all of her, like in each game, she gets a little more buxom.
Oh, okay. So just like some.
She's in every game and in every game except I think Tactics or 4.
Okay, so John gets inflated a bit with each game. There's some John inflation going on.
No.
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 Okay.
Okay, in all numbers. So she's not in Tactics.
Trails Crit from
which-
FF10. But Trails,
Sort of.
but Trails has like a materia style system.
Yeah, but I think in terms of like the initiative count.
Yeah, the
thing
initiative
that
thing. is
FF10
yeah.
did. I can think of multiple games doing something similar.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Trails has movement, like it's Star Ocean or something.
Yeah.
Or let's see here. There's.
But no, I kind of like my weirdly contrarian, if not.
But you
I've
like
never-
being weirdly contrarian?
Yeah,
You?
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
Am I contrarian?
Oh no. What
What does that even mean?
to be
Am I
contrarian?
Pauline Kael? Someone got that joke.
Who the hell is? I know. Don't tell me.
I understand that joke because I am also 500 years old and a pretentious.
Pauline Kael was like the first true film critic that had like name cachet. She was like incredibly important to modern film and movie criticism, and then also brought attention to like, no, movies are like art.
So pre-Ebert.
Yeah, she was,
She
Ebert
was
has
writing
said
in the
that.
60s and 70s.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ebert has even said that like I did this because of her.
Yeah, Pauline Kael was also very she was very willing to just throw shit out, just
I
throw
think
punches left and right.
she oftentimes butted heads with George Lucas because it's like, hey, yeah, you sure did make this Star Wars movie, and the only female lead is fucking splayed out like a supermodel
Yeah,
and has no character.
yeah. Also, she hated art, cinema.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes,
But also, like,
Relkin,
as an
I'm
American-
currently trying to get that earned for the Java.
As an American, she also was pretty important to introducing non-English speaking directors to American audiences in the 60s and 70s, like Francois Truffaut or Ingmar Bergman and Akira Kurosawa. Like, all said, like, yeah, she's basically the first person that got me into a movie theater in the United States.
Yeah, so she's very important.
She's also prickly.
Yeah. She was, yeah, she did not mince words, and she liked to pick fights.
A pugilist, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking over.
Ooh, you spent an hour grinding for this urn? Wow, okay.
I'm looking over at Sting Entertainment's catalog. I guess I'm impressed how far back they go back.
Grinding, I should put Pawn in the party.
I mean, their first games were on the PC Engine. I don't
Buy
know if
that
I actually
tank,
want to
though.
play any of those.
No.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, when I think Sting, I think Baroque, and I think the shit they made on the GBA and PSP.
I'm trying to think, like, what would be their first thing that I'd actually want to... we've kind of breached this subject, but I generally don't think that SNES era tactics games have aged well.
They have not.
I don't think
no.
that's not a controversial statement.
That's not controversial. That's only controversial amongst the weirdos.
Like, the PSP version of Ogre Battle is the version you should play.
I mean, if we played Baroque, one of us would have to play the Saturn version. One of us would have
Yeah, I'll
to
do
play
that.
the
The
PlayStation
PS2
version.
Wii remake.
Then one of us would play the Wii remake.
I mean,
me, I'll
there's
do the Saturn
not a
version.
huge difference between the the Saturn and PS1 versions.
I forgot that Sting made a Wizardry 1 scenario pack for the fucking Wonder Swan.
Sure, of course they did.
Fuck.
Sounds right.
That
This is
None of
officially
this-
endorsed by Surtech. What the fuck?
no, this all checks out.
2001?
How are y'all doing this evening?
We're arguing
that's right, they went bankrupt in
about
2000.
wizardry on the Wonder Swan. Do you have any opinions about wizardry on the Wonder Swan?
Fuck.
Wizardry
Brayden.
on the Wonder Swan is my favorite young adult novel.
Uh-huh. So, Is the Wonder Swan Zeus's favorite handheld? Anyway,
Aha.
That joke.
that was dumb. That was dumb.
That was good. I applaud you.
No, that's a sophisticated.
It's one of those things that popped in my head, and I was like, I better say this before I think better of it.
Good choice.
Anyway, right. I see that Suikoden is the background to this conversation.
Yeah,
so
no, we were talking
Wizardry
he's-
on the
he's
Wonder
grinding for
Swan,
that
I don't know.
Fucking urn.
Yeah, the fucking.
So, I assume that Wizardry on the Wonder Swan is way more in line with more modern wizardries than original wizardry.
No.
Like, how-
No, it's
No.
Wizardry 1
No,
for the
it was
Wonder
still
Swan.
Surtech.
Oh, okay.
So
Surtech.
it is probably just the Famicom version of that game, honestly.
Which is actually a shock. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Is a shockingly good and playable version.
I mean, it's also an important.
like either you or I need to write something about just not even like I'm. Sometimes it's like a question, right? But I've kind of always said like something that I've have stewing in my head is why the fuck was it Wizardry 4 that Japan fell in love with?
Because it was weird and fucked and hard.
That sounds like it's probably very much a right time, right place.
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
I think it just resonated with creators.
With people who wanted to make games for a living.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's just fucked. I like it.
Was Wizardry 4 before or after Dragon Quest?
After. Right? Wizardry 4?
That sounds. Let's see. So Wizardry 1, 2, and 3 were all basically within a year of each other.
Yeah, that's early 80s.
So, and then yeah, Wizardry 4 took a bit longer.
But like, was Wizardry 4 released on anything that people would play it on?
I believe
In
it
Japan?
was in Japan.
Yeah.
But like when? Because there's time lag there.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we fact check or?
I'm not against it.
All right.
Wizardry 4 was Wizardry 4 was released in December of 1987. That is post Dragon Quest.
Yeah, not by
Yeah.
much, but yeah.
Apple II, IBM PC, PC-88, PC-98,
Oh, okay, yeah, people would have played those versions, yeah.
Sharp X1, FM7, PC Engine CD. And there's a PS1 version apparently, but that's way
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
a lot
that's
of a lot of random stuff is on PS1.
Alright, so I guess I just dropped my Firecaster, because these idiots have to be here. I'll drop my Caster, I guess. Just so I can get Pawn up to level 30. It's a stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm still watching through Madular's Ultima videos.
Yeah.
Again, they're too good.
I never realized the how long the Apple II lasted.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
yeah.
That fucking thing. Just-
WK Dragon Quest was big the year it came out.
Dragon
I mean,
Quest was not huge
it,
until
like it
3.
wasn't huge. It was big, but not huge.
Yeah. Like we talked about it in our podcast, but yeah, 3 is the one that was like
Like,
Okay,
like a
now the
moment.
government
put the
needs to
Japanese
print-
economy to a grinding halt.
Yeah, now Japan's Bank of Japan needs to print extra small dollar bills to fucking deal with this game.
Yeah, like that was the that was like the big mainstream moment. But like as a game, Dragon Quest was big.
But yeah, like, yeah.
Detach. I guess I have to detach Camille now. I can guess.
And you know, Jeff brought this up when we did our Dragon Quest 1 podcast. It wasn't a lack of trying on Nintendo or Enix's part to get
Oh yeah, no,
America
it was
to
in
give a
Shonen
shit.
Jump.
They tried. Like, they legitimately put money into getting that game into as many Americans' hands as possible, and it just didn't stick.
On Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, so Final Fantasy 2 and 3 didn't come out here, so I assume they weren't super big sellers over here. But
Final Fantasy
No,
1
they
did
did.
okay.
No,
They-
so
It was just too late.
so here's the thing: Dragon Quest 1 through 4 came out over here as Dragon Warrior, but
Yeah,
they
I know that.
didn't make any impact.
Also Dragon Warrior 2, 3, and 4 came out in the 90s on
Yeah.
the NES
yeah,
at a point when you could get Final Fantasy 2/4.
so what influenced the decision to get Final Fantasy 4 over here? Do we know?
Final
or
Fantasy
did-
1 sold well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It-
just two and three.
2 and 3
they
just-
weren't confident about just as
Yeah.
So-
things for American audiences.
I've talked
Four
about
was
this.
more normal.
They tried to bring 3 over. It was just too big of a game, and by the time they were finally making progress on it, it was too late.
Okay, so what about 5? Was that just the Japanese assuming we wouldn't like
oh yeah,
it?
no, it was literally like Square Enix US being like, these Americans wouldn't understand this. Job system?
Americans don't like jobs. Anyway,
Yeah, and also timing things for launch played a big factor as well, like chat says.
Hmm.
Fuck Canada there it is. Yeah, you can order this.
where's Rilken? He should be able to answer this question.
But yeah, Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy was a big deal over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas Dragon Warrior, they literally had to pack in with Nintendo Power.
Yeah.
To get Americans to give a shit. And I think that part of it's just a timing thing, part of it is a for better or worse, it's kind of harder to sell the cutesy Toriyama art.
Pre-Dragon Ball.
Yeah, especially pre-Dragon Ball.
Even with Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z was the that was Toriyama's hardcore
I remember,
phase.
they re-released Dragon Quest on handheld. I think was it GBA in the United States, and they played up the fact that the art came from the creator of Dragon Ball, and even then the needle didn't move.
Yeah,
I feel like that series didn't really land here until 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 4, 5, and 6 on the DS.
Honestly, they've been pretty honest in saying it's like, we kind of owe the DS a lot of gratitude with making this a worldwide thing rather than a domestically Japan thing.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 9 was also pretty big
Also
here.
Also, how much of that has to do with the dearth of decent JRPGs on consoles?
Oh, a lot.
A lot.
Oh, a lot. Remember there was at one point I had a fevered idea of like people need to talk more about the portable RPGs from the 360 PS3 era.
Oh no,
because
Relkin, what do you
those
say
are
it
the
like
good ones.
that? Relkin, oh no. Oh no. That's no good. That's not how that's supposed to be.
Relkin over here being fantasy racist.
No, but he's right. They put all of the kobolds and elves outside because they're not allowed to be inside.
Oh,
No,
okay.
demi-humans, them's the rules. Demi-humans, they stink.
Oh jeez.
Mhm.
That's my bedroom. All right, so if Relkin's the fantasy racist, who's the space racist?
Gino.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have roof now. Oh, that's also Relkin. Okay. Wait, I recruited an armor shop guy and a rune lady. Where the fuck did they go?
That's a question for Relkin.
No, I can find it on my own.
I haven't played this game in 3 years. I could not tell you.
Feels you. Oh, uh-oh. Oh boy. Alright, Automod. See here. Some guy called Dragon Year Relkin is trying to say these fucking PC culture fucks making us say dim humans. We should be saying so. I'm not gonna allow that.
Listen, what is this? Fire Emblem Path
Deny.
of Radiance?
Deny. No, I'm not gonna. No. Sorry, Relkin. Nope.
I'm sorry,
Please.
but JRPG fantasy racism is the most boring kind of racism because it is usually didactic and very like
You're didactic.
sometimes.
But no, Relkin. Good job. you said exactly the thing.
He took his role on with pride.
I'm just saying, why can't we say knife ears anymore? Knife ears is like the one good fantasy slur.
It got boring.
That doesn't feel like it was written by a fantasy writer. Knife ears is like, oh, that actually makes sense. That's the kind of shitty thing you would say to an elf.
Also, just like fantasy racism against elves got boring after like The Witcher.
Yeah.
The Witcher.
It's
Yeah, especially the
always
TV
the exact
show
same
wasn't done
things.
great there. That's what these idiots fucked off to.
Anyway, on to a different topic.
Yeah.
These kobolds. No.
Are kobolds lizard people or dragon people? Discuss.
They're dog people, obviously. Like.
Yeah, they're dog people, and then 3rd edition made them lizard people. But mythologically, kobolds are, weird little dog people.
The elves putting chemicals in the water, turning the kobolds into lizards.
The elves, they're... Now,
Let's
Hillary
not.
Clinton. Folks, Hillary Clinton, she's trying to put kobolds, trying to give them rights.
But yes, Ralkin, this is a non-free speech zone. This is an anti-speech zone.
Yeah.
There's no freedom
if you
here.
want a free speech zone, you have to get on Twitter.
Yes.
Or X, as it is now known. And you can say things about the other races as much as you like.
Oh boy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
All right. Who likes?
Speaking of people who are still on Twitter, Chris.
All right. What I was gonna say. Who here likes grinding for pot?
What?
Am I going to out myself as a massive square when I say one of the reasons why I have not done many legal drugs that are legal, officer, is because they cost money?
Yeah, I mean that's me too. I just don't. I've got things to spend money on.
I need to impulse buy questionable RPGs at about 2 in the morning.
See, now
and then
that's the
refunds them
lifestyle.
the next day.
That's kind of lifestyle you're not allowed to have when you don't control your bank account.
The old ball and chain, am I right? I'm sure your wife is a very lovely person.
Uh-huh.
Anti-Kislevite rhetoric. Nah, Kislev's in a pretty good spot these days, Relkin.
Are the
ever since they
Kislevs
were
just
allowed to
Slavs?
settle outside of Kislev.
They're just Slavs.
Yeah, they're basically just Slavs. It's Fantasy Tsarist Russia. Their roster is all hybrid infantry.
What
So,
if I told you
I mean,
that they have mounts and the mounts are bears?
yeah. But also they have winged hussars because,
Winged hussars and also the magic ladies.
and also
they-
ice
they-
witches.
yeah,
and
they're
also
ice
Baba
witches that
Yaga.
look like babushka ladies.
Yeah, and also Baba Yaga.
oh wait, did I get the urn? Did I immediately get the urn? I immediately got the urn.
Yay!
And yeah, the Tsarist faction, everyone's happy to be a serf there, same way that everyone's happy to be a serf in fantasy.
Oh, so it's an
Knights
isekai.
of the Round area.
See, the slaves like being slaves, just like isekais.
Yeah.
Wait, did Gino get it in like immediately upon entering the region?
Yes.
God, what didn't? No, he's a co-host. I shouldn't call him an asshole for that, but still. Alright, and I'll have Mr. Hutt here. Okay, so now that I have done that
Oh, that's right.
recruitment,
Yes, I remember that.
this recruitment. Alright, so let's stay at the end here. Try to get rid of this stupid fucking balloon. Alright, okay. I'll just refill my runes anyway.
Anyway, Helldiver's still pretty good.
Despite what the people online will tell you.
Oh, well, here's the other thing is they have given away the second half of the cosmetics that they were going to give away or sell for the Killzone collab. They just gave them to everyone as a we're sorry. So, you know. I got nothing against Avalanche. Because if I want the British Space Nazi outfit, I have one. And I could buy the other if I really wanted to. You know, my favorite game, Killzone.
Yes.
Also, weirdly enough,
Killzone.
it's specifically a Killzone 2 crossover. I guess it might just be armor from that game specifically.
Okay, so thanks for that, Sorokin. I'm following a guide pretty strictly, and they haven't brought up that guy yet, so I'm assuming that, yeah, don't need to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it until the guide tells me to worry about it. That's why I'm worrying about Pond being underleveled, because the guide is like pretty immediate about, hey, keep this asshole level.
Yeah, you gotta use Pond if you want the other guy.
Whirlpool!
Yeah, by the time you get to 3, you can't miss characters.
Rapids. Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, even characters who are ostensibly, like, a little more story,
Like, less vital?
yeah.
Okay, so there are, so 3 is almost foolproof, according to Relkin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you would have to go out of your way to miss them. Relkin, how is the Suikoden 3 replay been going? Because I played that game at this point 13 years, 12 years ago? Oh, God.
When you were a young man.
I played that the summer after my freshman year of college, when I was working at Walmart and didn't have anything else to do.
The Mystery, the Doppelganger, the Childburner.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I remember the story beats in that game actually being, like, pretty good. And, like, the having the 3 separate storylines and the way they kind of overlap with each other. I remember that being good. One of the main characters is named Chris, and she's a lady knight.
A lady?
Yeah. Oh, I try not to think about Thomas. Because Thomas's story fucking sucks.
But Thomas was alone.
No, so basically,
No,
if you
that's
want to have a
reference for
bad
Nolan.
time,
It's a reference for Nolan.
if you want to have a bad time, you can play Thomas's story, which is entirely optional, and is basically about this dumb little kid, and how he becomes in charge of the stronghold, your obligatory Suikoden stronghold. And it's a lot of running around and talking to people and then getting into 2 fights. But yeah, if you want to get all 108, you technically have to play through his story.
You see, the only JRPG children worth talking to are the ones that want you to give them your gun.
Yeah. Exactly. I understand that reference.
Alright, wait. Did I miss a flag somewhere? Miss a flag somewhere?
Yeah, he owns the castle that is your headquarters in that game. And see, I don't remember everything from that game. Because it has been 12 years of my life.
Alright, bye, Roken.
Okay. Have fun.
Why are people shooting fireworks?
Happy... It's not Boxing Day.
Fuck. Why? What the fuck?
Because every day is a good day to be alive, and you should celebrate it with gusto by shooting fireworks off everywhere.
Because we live in a country whose federal government is seemingly always on the verge of completely falling apart now. So you might as well.
Did I miss a flag?
Oh, here's another fun thing about Helldivers 2 is and this is probably something I will bring up in my write-up, is at some point the developers learned that actually, what if you made the guns fun to use
What?
instead of
Why would you do that?
instead of nerfing something the second it becomes too popular? Not that I
I mean, you've seen these before. Sorry, Braden. Actually, I'm gonna go on a weird tangent.
okay.
In fact, even Braden, you've seen these before. What are some of your favorite pre-left analog, right analog,
Shooters?
like shooter control setups for consoles?
I mean,
Like
there's
Earth
only...
Defense Force comes to mind.
I mean, I got very used to pre-dual analog Armored Core.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But that kind of like
And-
using the L1 R1 to turn was standard
Yeah.
practice on the PS1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's here's one of those things that I think is very funny is how the guys who were, the leads on Argonaut decided, yeah, well, let's reform the company and
See what happens.
see what happens, and their first project is we're going to remaster Croc.
Hell yeah.
And also, what if I told you you can buy a $100 special edition of that game?
Hell yeah. Does it even have anything?
Yeah, it has a little statue
Oh, okay.
of Croc. As one Jeff Gersman said in a review for Gex 2, Enter the Gecko,
Uh-huh.
it's not very good, but at least it's better than Croc.
Well, wow.
It's okay though, because Gex is also getting remastered.
Of
Inexplicably, which means I need to play it.
course.
Because what am I doing with my life if I'm not playing both Gex and Croc?
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
I mean, you should play Spark the Electric Gesture, the good Sonic games.
Oh, I don't worry, I'm on the hook for at least 5 months of Sonic games.
Okay, but what
Next
about
year.
the 3 Spark the Electric Jester games?
At this point, you're like, why don't you just play Freedom Planet? Because it's like Sonic but good, and it's like coward shit.
No, like 3D Sonic, but good.
Okay, so what is it? Penny's Big Breakaway.
This is
Oh,
before.
shit.
I mean, this is before that.
Mm.
The Spark team was doing it before that. Okay.
It's okay. I have Sonic plus Shadow Generations ready to go, and I got the deluxe edition so I could play the level where Keanu Reeves voices Shadow.
Oh, that's the deluxe
out.
edition.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is something you have to pay for. Also, the prototype costume for Shadow. I believe that is also.
Oh, so that means when I get it, I would need to get the deluxe edition when I get it.
Yeah, you need to pay an extra. I mean, I had a Fanatical coupon, so it wasn't that much more expensive.
Okay, I need to.
And also, I've already broken my. I'm not gonna buy any more games this year.
That's Steam sales.
Because the Steam sale. Because the Steam sale. And now I'm like, what if I bought Riviera the Promised Land?
Honestly,
It's like, when are you gonna play that, you dumb motherfucker?
What?
No, I'm talking to myself.
But I'm talking to you, ZP. When are you gonna play that, you dumb motherfucker?
Yeah, when are we gonna play Riviera the Promised Land? A GBA game with voice acting.
Yay.
Yeah, yay. I mean, it's no obviously it's no GBA port of.
Idris Union.
No, it's no GBA port of Tales of Phantasia.
Oh, of course.
Where
Oh,
they
boy.
translated Ragnarok to kangaroo.
Wow.
Yep, that's a choice.
It's one of the great like reminders that localization was still a dicey affair. Even
I mean, if
by
you think that
the
like machine
2000s.
translation is a new thing, it totally isn't. People have been in especially on the Japanese side of things, have been trying to cut corners with paying people to translate things
Yeah.
forever.
Wait, what's wrong with the GBA version of Shark Tale WWK?
It has voice acting clips in it,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh no.
Wow. Imagine the GBA sound chip now needing
Also-
to do voice acting.
Yeah, the GBA sound chip.
It's an all-time worst of the worst.
All right, yeah. So they really. All right. So if I wasn't already spoiled that Gremio's gonna die, this scene would tell me that
Yeah,
Gremio's gonna
but
die.
it's fine. What are you talking about? Gremio will never die.
I mean, look at this scene. He's obviously gonna die after this. I mean, not immediately after this, but at some point after this, he's gonna die.
I don't know. That seems a little suspect to me.
There's 108 characters. You're not going to give someone that much characterization unless they die. That's what they did to Odessa. No music. That's interesting. And they've invented the motorboat.
That's not okay for a kid's game.
Oh man, I can't run on the boat. Like, surely the boat should be faster now, right?
Yeah, are you telling me the boat should be able to run?
Yeah, it has a motor now. It has sails and a motor. You do the sails
like
for like normal
in,
speed and motor when you want to speed
It's
up.
like in Mass Effect 1, where when you were sprinting in the Citadel, they couldn't actually make you run any faster. Otherwise, it would fuck up the texture streaming. So instead, they just zoomed in the FOV.
Yeah, and
And
shook
that's
it around
one of
again.
the things.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they fixed in the Legendary Edition is you can actually sprint around the Citadel, I guess.
Oh, they finally figured out UE3, huh?
Didn't they? Isn't Legendary Edition ported up to UE4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They should have. Those cowards. They should have fixed the UE3 version.
You can also go. You can also skip those elevators now.
I mean, that's just processing power right there.
I never had any problem with the elevators. You usually had some of your party members say something to each other.
Or
You're in the elevators.
Yeah, or it was like a news item. Oh God, it's a dragon.
Yeah, or there was a news item, or there was always something happening where I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and listen to this. And
What is this music?
Oppenheimer. What the fuck?
I am the most renowned of the 5
Millet
great Imperial generals.
Oppenheimer.
Milch Oppenheimer, the Flower General. What is this? What's this
Millet?
music?
I believe.
Are they mocking someone here?
It's because is he supposed to be French? But Oppenheimer isn't a French name.
No, but it is a
Protag
very
McDole.
specific name.
Yeah, a Japanese developer possibly picking the name Oppenheimer.
Yeah, what did they mean by this? Why did they make him a clown?
Like he
I
rode
wonder.
on a dragon and it starts
I
playing
wonder why they would
clown
want
music.
to do that. How does Christopher Nolan feel about this depiction of Oppenheimer?
I don't think he notices or would care.
Christopher Nolan has not been on the internet in his entire life.
The thing is, he's been on the internet. No, I guess not. I guess he has.
Yeah, is this character meant to be codified as gay?
Wait, you're telling
is
me
it- is
a
it- is this
flamboyant,
gay-coded?
evil
Character is gay.
Or gay coded, because no,
in a JRPG?
because remember, most JRPGs are shonen, and there's no sexuality in shonen, so it's queer coded, not queer.
Mm.
I'm not a sissy like Kwanda, you know.
Oh.
That's he just takes so much. I mean, he's a dragon. He could just have the dragon fight us, or we could fight him. We could do literally anything other than just, wave goodbye. As he fucks off with the old guy, we invented the motorboard. We invented the outboard motor to come get this old guy.
No, we're motorboard. Blech.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
yeah,
wanted to
there
do
you
a
go.
joke and I can't even say
Yeah,
it.
see, that's why I said outboard motor, because that was easier to say.
Yeah. No, Mass Effect 1 is UA3.
Yeah, that's UA3 all the way, baby.
Oh, that game is nothing but UE3 stank.
It's UE3 all up in that thing.
Yeah. Hawk Tua. Hawk 2 UE3.
Oh, hey.
Anything?
That's better.
Oh, hey. The new Yu-Gi-Oh anime got teased.
Oh, they're making a 6th show now?
No, it's a special, 6-minute animation.
Oh, who cares?
But it imagines a world where the card characters live in a world of their own and are real.
Have they made a fighting game featuring the characters from all the different Yu-Gi-Oh shows?
Yeah, Jump Superstars has Yugi in it.
No, but I mean like a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game, like that Castlevania fighting game, but it's like from the different shows, the Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yugi Moto is the only character who has ever been in a Jump fighting game. I think maybe
that's sad.
Kaiba.
that's sad because there should be like a universe crossover thing, fighting game, for that for that media property.
Listen, there's only one Yu-Gi-Oh expert in this household, and he's not
Org?
here.
Oh, right.
No, it's Yatsu.
It's
Got
Jatsu.
to.
I've only seen one season of the one show. I
Yeah,
tried
that makes you an
watching
expert.
that. It was the 3rd show. I watched one season of the 3rd show. Yeah, you say went to prison. You say he's hard.
Yeah, he did.
He's a hard
And he didn't
motherfucker, is what he
even-
is.
He didn't even teach those kids about the highs and lows of high school football, like Archie. I watched the Super Eye Patch Wolf thing on Riverdale, and yeah, I think I'm fine continuing to. I'm
that show
fine
doesn't exist.
for having not paid attention to that fucking thing. That's the general energy I have gotten from it. Is I didn't. It sure does seem to be like a show for actual teenagers or terminally online irony poisoned people.
It's
People.
same thing, really.
No, teenagers. I assume teenagers.
Most teenagers are
Hello,
too
fellow
online.
teens.
Yes, that's me.
I too enjoy things that
Wow.
is popular.
Wow.
I love Andrew Tate. Wait, no.
No! Alright, so if you love Andrew Tate, then who's the lamest game journalist of the year?
Oh, fuck that. I'm not even gonna.
You're not even gonna pretend to.
No,
remember
those
that.
people aren't worth. Once again, those people are not worth giving oxygen to. Like,
I think
it's not
making
even
fun of
worth
them.
pointing and
No,
laughing. and making fun of
I think there's
them,
something worthy of making fun
Of
of.
pointing and laughing at them.
because they're so fucking lame.
The only reason why I think that it's important to make fun of them is I want to identify the people that I can officially just completely cut out of my social media presence
Oh,
by mentioning that this is where I stand. So
Oh, you want to? It's a honeypot.
yeah, it's like, haha, look at this
Sorry, it's a what?
bullshit.
It's a bait car.
Okay.
You ever think about the concept of the show Bait Car?
I thought that show was kind of cool.
I'm not against it, but also because I am a degenerate and I love America.
Like that's the weird thing is like when you look back at like that prime era of like Stuttering Craig and Screw Attack, like they did play a role in like reviving, you know, the gaming YouTubing community for retro gaming.
Oh, yeah. And like James Rolfe, you can also probably
I mean, there's that video
yeah.
where it's like I think that I kind of agree with the core thesis of that
Dan Olsen video.
Dan Olsen video, which is James Rolfe has not changed. He's clearly getting older, and he's not changed his gimmick. No one cares, and he's kind of the only person who's gotten away with it.
Because
And-
he was the first.
And you know what? Fucking
And-
good on him, because
Yeah.
outside of that whole plagiarism scandal, which seems like it was not his goddamn fault, he's
yeah.
kind of kept clean, and he seems like a decent human being.
Yeah, and
Is he perfect? No.
also
Like, what he spawned is bad? Yes.
and
Absolutely.
it sure does seem like people. It's one of those things where just like I don't have the capacity anymore to like pay too much attention to things that I hate.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even when I am shitting on Neil Druckmann.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's like, haha, oh boy, very excited for Naughty Dog's next game to tackle what if organized religion was bad, bro. As if it was, you know, a novel and revelatory experience.
Well, no, I don't know if you'll go that far. It's like, hey, what if organized religion was like complicated?
I mean, organized religion is complicated, but that's not interesting writing.
No, I'm pretty sure that's as far as that thing's gonna go. That's my take. Wait, why do I only have 5 people here? Did I not add Camille?
Yeah,
Shit. Alright. Alright, so here, about that stream where I became able to recruit 108 party members in a classic JRPG. That's, yes, I've been, wait,
That's my favorite isekai.
where is the Suikoden Isekai when you need it?
No one who played Suikoden as a child is a manga artist or a light novel writer, because all of the people currently writing light novels are 25.
Some
Or
of them
they
are
are
in their 30s.
Or they're 47.
Yeah.
Like,
They're either too old or too young to be doing that.
yeah.
Like, I think A Sense of a Bookworm was written by a bored housewife.
Yeah. Yeah, the let's see. Yeah, like the one person who could do it is probably like the Dungeon Meshi author. But she was too busy playing. She's like, man, she's probably super into Dragon Age the Veilguard. And that makes me happy to think about. That feeling when you finish writing, you take a break from writing your manga right before it's done because you want to play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
It's just one of the things I just... Also, I really like... I liked Dungeon Meshi enough to actually just read the whole fucking thing. After the show. And I bet I would feel the same way about Dan to Dan.
Oh yeah, I just got caught up with Dan to Dan, and it's a wild ride.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere.
It goes all places.
Yeah. They do everything with it. It takes 140 chapter for the guy to get his full junk recovered. That's a lot of chapters to go with partial junk.
Good for him.
And also the cast just keeps expanding. They just keep adding more
Weirdos.
more weirdos to the crew. It's one new weirdo with every story arc. There's so many characters by chapter 170. And they're all just hanging out at Momo's house, and it gets increasingly crowded, and that's part of the joke. It's pretty good.
Dan to Dan's very good.
It is.
Yep.
I need to
Yep.
watch more of it.
I think
Because also science. Hey, guess what? Science Saru, with the exception of let's say Japan Sinks, pretty good track record for stuff that animates well.
Oh, speaking of animation, Gohan's has a thing coming out next season.
Ooh.
I saw that.
Ooh.
It's a magical girl thing. It's I mean, from the short summary, it looks like a magical girl slice of life thing. I'm sure that won't go horribly wrong in the hands of Gohans.
But I'm just thinking, when is Genru Ibuchi going to be allowed to make things again?
whenever they want, right?
Yeah, but I mean, no one on the anime industry was like, we need to get this man. So instead, he fucked off to Taiwan and made that sick puppet show. Thunderbolt Fantasy is great. I think they did a third season of that, even. Yeah, but Hite Kubo making more characters is because he doesn't know how to write story arcs. that are satisfying.
Apparently, next year. He's gonna finally conclude Thunderbolt Fantasy. It's
Okay.
2025 Thunderbolt Fantasy finale.
Hell yeah.
So maybe. He
And I
just
guess
really wants to make that.
that new Madoka movie's coming out next year. That's right.
Yeah, but he's not directing that.
No, but he's gonna do what he needs to do, right? Which is, see, I would have been fine if Rebellion was the end of that story.
Oh,
it
that
does-
guy make those Godzilla anime trilogy movies?
Oh, right, those fucking things.
God, those are so bad. They're so bad.
You know, at some point, Chris Zombie Pie Redacted is going to get me to play Sayano Uta, and I'm going to hate it.
I wouldn't wish that upon you because if you're.
Whoa,
You're
bro,
not
isn't
in
it dark and fucked up?
What if you fucked Cthulhu?
What if?
Oh, that
What
game.
if a waifu was actually an eldritch horror?
And then she realized that if you realize she's an eldritch horror, you wouldn't fuck her anymore. Therefore, she needs to prevent you from not getting better.
Yeah,
It's deep, man. It's real deep.
yeah, it's about love, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I bought anonymous code. So now I have 3 science adventure things I need to get through. Not counting those Steins Gate spin-off games that all seem optional.
If you want to know what you should watch, you should watch some of that Shangri-La Frontier. And I'll keep telling you until you do it.
I mean, I did get fucking Crunchyroll.
Until you do it.
And I used Crunchyroll to watch Ergo Proxy, and have not used the year of Crunchyroll I bought to do anything else.
Watch the Shangri-La Frontier.
Not even free run.
Not even the free run?
Not even the free run.
Not even everyone's favorite.
Not even Girls Bravo or High School DxD. So here's the thing. I watched multiple episodes of Girls Bravo a couple years ago.
Okay.
Probably when I was depressed.
Uh-huh.
And the problem with Girls Bravo is that, like, for a shitty harem comedy of the early 2000s, where sometimes the girls have their tops off, it has a decent sense of comedic timing.
Uh-huh.
And was animated by people who clearly gave a shit. That's all.
Alright, so I need a drop from this dungeon. Wait, don't I have his permission, though?
And then, you know... But yeah, I the only anime, despite being like, I should get back into anime, and literally doing a podcast with the excuse to get back into anime, the only anime I've gotten back into is the anime I have watched for said podcast. And don't get me wrong, Berserk was very good. I liked Berserk a lot. But it's one of those things where I basically need to readjust the way I structure my life to make watching anime again make more sense. Because at some point, the time I used to spend watching anime, I then use to watch VTubers, which see, VTubers,
There's overlap.
They're like anime but real.
And let's just say, there's also a not so surprising amount of lesbianism.
Yeah.
so
how much of
so
that is
Yuri.
performative and how much of that is, oh no, all of these people are actually gay, is up to the viewer's interpretation. But the answer is,
Quite a
it's
few.
both. The answer is
The answer
yes.
is yes.
The answer is yes. I'm gonna say some of those girls who talk about loving other girls
Probably not lying.
might not be doing a bit. Might not
One
be
of them
doing
with
the
orange
ha-ha.
hair. Definitely not a bit.
Oh no. Nerissa, I'm pretty sure, is at least
Also.
bi,
Also.
if not. Anyway.
I mean,
it's not important.
Yeah.
She's great.
bless them. Bless them.
I
Genuinely bless all of them.
I love her because she's just unapologetically like a
No filter.
no
Zero
filter
filter.
Midwesterner.
She likes Culvers.
She ate Culver's once on stream,
And talked about how
eats
she always
Culver's
removed
weird.
the top bun.
She removes the top bun from her hamburger.
Also, it seems like even the Japanese girls, maybe.
Oh, weird? Really?
Yeah, maybe
Wow.
Kanata. Maybe Kanata's not lying when she says, "I like my girlfriend."
Who could say?
Who could say? Who's to say?
Yeah. There's no way of knowing.
The other weird thing, and I know, like, forbidden knowledge, we're running low on time. The other thing is, let's just say that whatever the mandate was for Hololive Indonesia to not bring up the fact that most of all of them are practicing Muslims, yeah, they've stopped following that rule, let's just say.
Oh?
I mean, like,
Have they talked about like wearing headscarves and stuff?
oh, fuck, have you not seen Kobo do a song and rap about the importance of wearing your hijab properly?
Huh. Yeah, okay. Great. No notes.
She did an entire rap song about how to
Great.
properly wear a hijab.
No notes. Perfect.
Great. It's like, yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's also some fun stuff where it's like all of the art of Holo ID in like bikinis is a little more
let's say it's a little bit more conservative with swimsuit
yeah,
outfits.
almost as if Indonesia is a
Hey, would you be surprised to find out that it sure is something that they seem to all take the same amount of time off during a very specific month that's not Christmas time?
oh, Ramadan?
Wait, so what's scandalous about there being Muslim VTubers?
No, it's not. It's one of
It's
those
not.
things where, there's because it's weird JP Corpo shit. There's definitely like a little bit of like, you're not supposed to actually talk about things that make you a human being.
Because it's
not-
like still following like some of the precepts of like idol culture.
Yeah, of like,
Oh, right.
you need to be enough of enough of a blank slate for the viewer to be able to
Wrap their expectations
Correct.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like they're more chill about that than, let's say, Niji Sanji was, where Niji Sanji told one of their now former talent, like, when you talk about your parents, you have to pretend you have a dad.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as
I
I
know,
said,
right?
fun JP Corpo shit.
There's also still the weird rule that some of them are just outright breaking, and it's great. Is they have to wear like gloves.
They wear masks in public.
They wear
A lot of
masks
them.
in public, but they also, when they're streaming in real life, which they're allowed to do, they wear
Yeah.
gloves that conceal, let's say, their skin tone.
Or their hands, yeah. I mean, it's also because people are fucking weird.
Yeah. It seems like some of that might actually be like preservation. Who's to say?
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
there's weird attitudes
what?
about certain skin tones in Japan
E-
that they want to
Ibu
avoid.
has small hands in real life because she's a tiny little Thai girl.
See, all this talk of VTubers and difficulties around VTubing, you missed that Flick is basically being
A little wiener boy.
no, Flick is being he's not being prostituted. But he's basically being volunteered to this is she an older woman? Hard to tell from sprites, but yeah, no. He's being sacrificed
Okay, yeah.
for the greater good.
See, it's funny. It's funny when it happens to a man.
Yes, it's funny what happens to a man.
That's comedy.
All right, Brayden, it looks like we need to switch over. Borg, we wish
Oh,
you the
yeah.
best.
Oh,
We
okay.
gotta-
Yeah, I'll be killing
Yeah,
this off
we're
soon.
we're as soon as I'm done saving democracy. Yeah, I will get on the D&D.
You're dinned.
Yeah. I'm so done with din. But actually I'm very done with 5th edition. And part of that is just because of Wizards of the Coast. And part of that is as a system, I think it is limited and frustrating. That's my hot take. Hello.
Just wanted to point out that this is very obviously not tea they're drinking, but it's translated as tea. Oh, and they're gone now. Alright, yeah, that's a weird scene. Probably relies more on understanding, I guess, traditional stuff about, you know, men and women drinking together to, I guess, fill in the gaps. It's kind of like those weird jokes about Shara and her friend in the Trails games drinking guys under the table. And it's probably supposed to be funnier than it actually is in the English-speaking world. Anyway, this is Albert, not Nikola Tesla. Oh, Tesla the Scrivener. I didn't know Nikola Tesla was a scrivener. No, he's Albert Onyx. He's lived here for generations. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Alright, Victor is just bullying him into revealing his identity. It was not hard, actually, to get this guy to reveal his identity. And now we get a portrait. Alright, everyone, I gotta pop out of doing this. We will continue on next time with the jailbreak and capturing this province and getting Pan leveled up. Anyway, so who do I have to throw to here? Ah, Relkin, of course. Alright, so I'm going to send all of y'all over to Relkin. Make sure I get this right. Alright, and that has been slightly more Suikoden.